the feeling that you get when you go into the forest. I mean, it's got so much value. When you're looking at a healthy forest, it's alive. And that's what we're all going for.
We depend on it for food, for shelter. If we neglect it, we're going to be in trouble.
Wildfires, meantime, continue
Fire has
burning
once again doubled in
northern
size, burning nearly 20,000 acres.
Burned to the ground.
Flames have
Possessions
swallowed
lost.
most of the forest floor.
You can take a completely hands-off approach of we're going to let Mother Nature do whatever Mother Nature does, or we can take an active role in our forest.
If we choose not to act, there could be dire consequences.
It's about stewardship. It's about taking care of the land, and that landowners understand that they are part of the solution here.
This is a new adventure in my life. My husband, Dan, and I, we bought this land thinking we would have a place to keep the horses and have a project for retirement. And it's way bigger than we ever anticipated or dreamed. We have a 280-acre property, and we did not want to develop it. So being what I would call an ordinary person, going into forestry is very challenging. We learned a great deal of information about how to care for the forest. And then we just dove in with buying tools and doing stuff. We were informed that this Spruce Budworm infestation was circling around Lake Superior, and eventually it would kill all the balsams. So it was important for us to take them down now. Listening to the professionals helped us to manage the forest properly and do the right thing. All right, so this is a pretty extreme demonstration of untreated. All the balsam is dead. Cluttering this up, making a mess. It's a huge fire hazard. And then this way, we can see after it's been treated, all kinds of trees that are growing and flourishing, and things are looking great. This is very exciting for me to see all of these oaks in here. All right, down the head. So good. I get stuff done, but I learn a lot from other people.
We are TNT Timber. We're a forest management and tree service. Just a couple of guys with chainsaws typically. You spend a day or two on someone's property just thinning stuff out and removing the stuff that's dead so we can get new light and growth in there, and yeah, you can really see the impact.
So there are a lot of contractors out there to help landowners, whether it's the handwork or mulching or chipping. It can be logging, and even sometimes it might feel a little drastic. They know what they're doing.
Some of the misconceptions of a logger, I would say the first one is I'm not 9 feet tall and I don't carry an axe. The misconception of loggers slicking every last tree off and they're only in it for the profit is really wrong. At the end of the day, we want to see healthy forests. A lot of times I use the analogy of weeding a garden. For every tree that we harvest, one dies of old age. So we actually waste more wood in Minnesota than we harvest every year. We're able to help a landowner by doing the heavy lifting that ends up creating healthier stands of wood for the future.
So I look at fire as nature's recycling mechanism. All of that energy, all of those nutrients, that's getting recycled by fire. And that's getting put back into the soil so it can establish the new cohort, the new forest for the future. When you look back at the historical records, we know that the landscape was shaped by large destructive wildfires, and those aren't possible with homes and cabins built throughout the landscape like they are today. So if we don't intervene and actually cut trees and remove them or introduce fire in a safe way, then that fire is going to occur on its terms, and we're just going to be left with the consequences.
Controlled burning is the most original form of land management. Like, it's an ancient practice. Since people have been in Minnesota, tribal communities, they've been applying fire to the landscapes. You could say in some ways it's like as essential as the winter snows we have or like the summer rains. What we've done over the last 100 years with fire suppression policy is stop that flow of good fire that these systems need to be renewed and kept healthy. Yeah, these little cues that the site's fire loving. And yeah, probably early 1900s. When we're doing prescribed burns or controlled burns, these kind of treatments have multiple benefits and are good for people, good for land, good for wildlife. It's an opportunity for community members, professionals to be taking on their role as land stewards, working proactively or positively with a place that we care about.
When a forest is properly managed, it's resilient. There's species galore, there's animals, there's plants, there's birds, everything all coexisting and thriving.
This is good for the land. It's good for the economy. It's good for generations.
Being in nature, enjoying trees, enjoying the wildflowers, that's something that just is part of me.
The forest lands of Minnesota are extremely special to me. It's a healing place. Whether you're a landowner, whether you're an agency, whether you're a business, we all need to take part in taking care of the forest, and we need to do it together.